Hey everybody, so I'm a little bit under the weather, so pardon my sound. I packed everything and ready to go, and we headed to JFK Airport in New York, and the flight was about 15 hours. We left at 1:30 and got to Hong Kong the next day. Hong Kong was really nice. The airport was really beautiful, and I spotted my favorite type of chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes. But they were closed, so I opted to get a soup, a spicy beef soup, and that was really good. So we had to go to another terminal, and so we had to take the shuttle train to get there, so that way we can catch our connecting flight to Guangzhou, which was leaving at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now for my medical. On the way, I noticed that there was a lot of KFC, so I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm here at the medical place, and I am filling out my form. So this is what it kind of looks like. So once you fill out this paper, this is like your first step. They're going to give you a number. This place kind of runs like Department of Motor Vehicle style. You get a number and you wait till you're called. Once you're called, you're going to go to this registration and cashier, and they will enter your information, and then they'll send you across the street to the actual medical facility. The first station was blood testing. Everything, you don't see one doctor. Everything is kind of like done in stations. So you move from one station to the next. So you're seeing probably like maybe 10 or 11 different doctors. Now, this basket that you see, you take your medical form and you put it in each basket every time you go to a different department, and the doctor will call you that way. And that's how that works. Urine analysis. Here is what they gave: a cup and this. And wait till you see the toilet. Either gonna have to squat really low, or you're gonna take off all your pants and your underwears to pee so you don't mess up your clothes. Now, I just completed my last station, and I was told to walk down the form to the next floor and give it to the attendant, but I don't see the attendant. So I just finished everything. This is my completed form. It's very, they're not playing. They're really not playing. So this is hot pot. They took us to lunch before we actually went to Ikea. So it's two different types of soup. One is a curry, and the one on the right is a lemongrass. And we had beef and lamb and Chinese cabbage and a whole bunch of other stuff. Tofu, noodles that we dropped into the soup. And it was really good. Then after we ate lunch, we went to Ikea. Yes, China has Ikea. And the funny thing about it is people really go hard in Ikea. Like, there were people sleeping on beds covered up like they were home. And so, yeah, I got a few stares in there. People crashed carts, looking at my skin because they seeing a black person. But a lot of my co-workers, who majority of them are Caucasian, some of them are really tall, so they got looks too. So now I'm here, I'm checking out, and I am waiting in line to finish my purchases. Now, Ikea sells alcohol, which I never really, they don't have that in the States. They sell a whole bunch of different things, and so you can get all your needs, salmon, everything. So a while back, I joined a group called Sisters in Hong Kong, and I met a lady by the name of Yolanda, and she basically told me everything that I needed to know about what life is like for African Americans living in China. While I was at the exit for Ikea getting ready to leave, somebody came over to me, and I noticed that it was Yolanda. She saw me, I didn't see her. And then we ran up to each other, and it was straight like the color purple. I was so happy. I felt like crying, but I was so fortunate that God really allowed me to meet this lady, because she doesn't know me from Adam, but she's really looking out for me over here, and I so appreciate it. We had our little Celie and Nettie color purple moment, and people literally stopped to look at us talking to one another, including my co-workers. And it was just a beautiful thing that I'm so glad that I really got the opportunity to experience. So Yolanda, shout out to you. Alright, y'all. So stay tuned for the next adventure of Keesh Goes to China.